Good morning, everybody. How are you? I'm going to start by reading some affirmation cards this morning from The Universe Has Got Your Back. So I just thought I'd pull a couple. Well, they'll pull themselves. And we'll see how we go. Okay. Just keep this in mind for today, okay? I am the dreamer of my dream. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. On this one, instead of praying for an outcome, pray for the highest good of all. I think that's a cool message. Good morning, Heather. How are you? I think that's a lovely message. Be the dreamer. Go without judgment. And pray for everybody. Good morning, Tamara. Treat people the way, good morning, Brad. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. I think that's a cool message for today. And there you go. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles, and I am nurtured. It's kind of cool. So there's been Mercury retrograde this week, and it sent everybody backwards and in a tailspin. Lots of energies are coming up from the past. Sorry for shaking the table too much. Lots of energies are coming up from the past, and there are lots of things that really need to be let go. Now, last week I spoke about endings and beginnings, right? So what I thought I'd do is endings and beginnings are endings of your behavior that maybe doesn't resonate with you anymore. Judgment of yourself. It happens to be when people start looking at themselves and maybe looking at other people and finding out whether they're going to be okay with that or not. Their bad habits, releasing bad habits, etc., etc. Bad habit of mine, I've cut down smoking. So I'm kind of releasing that, I suppose. Bad habits, bad behaviour, etc., etc. I've kind of sat back and had a look at a few things in my life recently, and I have let go of a few things that no longer serve me, viewpoints of myself, a few things. Tried to change a few different ways of looking at things, get different viewpoints from other people, and then make your own judgment. A lot of what's happening at the moment is, regardless of whether we believe in planetary motion or the moon cycles or whatever, it does affect a lot of people. Do you remember the old saying that they used to say, full moon brings out the weirdest people? Well, it's kind of true, right? The full moon does a few weird things, and there is a huge one coming up. I think it's the end of or halfway through next week. And it's supposed to be one of the biggest in March. So it just, with the good morning, Kerry, with some of the moon cycles, the new moon is setting intentions, all right? And the full moon is bringing them to light. So setting your intentions is not just lighting a candle and wishing for it. It is setting your intentions and nurturing them, okay? So setting a goal and going after it. You can't just light a candle and just expect it to fall in your lap, because it's just not going to happen that way. You have to set your intentions and then work hard towards them. And that way you can bring balance to yourself. Good afternoon, Layla. Yes, I am well. I hope you're well too, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us from New Zealand. That's awesome. The cards I'm going to use today, we'll change the subject a little bit. The cards I'm going to use today are my Old Faithfuls, which is the Angel Tarot. I do have about 6 decks of cards here. I've got the Angel Romance ones as well. But yeah, so if you have a question that you want answered, then we'll go from there. The camera's running in and out at the moment. The moon, isn't that what we were just talking about? Hi, Kerry. After 19 years of marriage, I've asked for a divorce. Okay, well, there's clearly a reason for that, sweetheart. Do you know what? Sometimes go you. I did the same not long ago, about 18 months ago. These are Doreen Virtue, baby. They are on, if you've got a place called QBD, or you've got Booktopia, or we can order them for you and then send them to you. It's up to you. Mine was 12 years. I'd been with him for 17. But yeah, any guidance? Hi, Tamara. Any guidance or messages for the next 6 months, please? I have 2 cards that have came out for you, which is the Seven of Water, which promotes a little bit of confusion. I'll send this back a bit so my face is not covered by picture. It's a complex decision that you're making at the moment, sweetie. It's the need to nourish yourself. It's the need to stop confusion, all right? Maybe this time for you at the moment is a little confusing. You're battling with things that really aren't necessarily your fault or aren't necessarily your battle to pick. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have a bit of strength. This talks about inner strength. So if you're feeling that you have no reserves left, then you've got to just look within yourself and just battle along, all right? Release harsh judgment on yourself. That's what the universe said this morning. Release harsh judgment on yourself. Have a bit of a look at yourself with compassion, a little bit of forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness goes a long way, all right? Whether you have been the fault of an issue or not, at least forgive yourself for that process, or beating yourself up for that process, etc., etc. And you will move forward a hell of a lot faster. Yep, there we go, release. It's ending situations. May I see that one again, please? The other day you pulled a card of true love for me, and that was about my current partner I've been with for 2 years. Also, do you see children in my future for me? Let's have a look, sweetie. There's too many cards for me to read. What will kill me? I think the action is going forward, definitely. You have a very firm foundation for it. We have 2 action cards coming later. Defend your beliefs, accept your decisions, right? Stand your ground and choose your battles wisely. Which you've got to nurture yourself to have children. You've got to nurture yourself before the process starts, right? And at the moment, you have the firm foundation for that. You've got a happy home life, successful completion to a project. So later on this year, sweetie, later on this year, I'll say yes. I hope this helps you, sweater. Hi, Heather. I would love a generate. All right, my shuffling skills are yet going again. Wow. I'm going to tell you, Heather, that you know exactly who you are. Your dreams, people are coming in your dreams at the moment, and you're trying to make head nor tails of it. All right, because the Empress card came out, which is the divine. It is you are embracing the feminine within yourself, okay, which is unloading your intuitive gut feelings, etc., etc. And you have the Ten of Fire, which is you're making the effort, you're making the action to do this. All right. Please accept help from other people if you would like to tune your gifts in. All right. If your life is a little without balance at the moment, it could be the fact that your intuitive bits are kicking. And all right, here we go. When your intuition and your gut feeling comes in, okay, sometimes the brain does not want to give up, right, for the new downloads to come in. So past beliefs will not give in very easily to your new beliefs. Okay, so sometimes your body will fight with each other or fight with itself. All right, now you're having a bit of dramas deciding whether your gut feeling is right or wrong. I would stick with it because it's 3, it's a 10, it's a change. Okay, you're making the action to bring your feminine forward. Okay, which is also your intuition. It's your gut feeling. There are lots of changes coming in at the moment, and quite a few people are awakening. Quite a few people are feeling completely different to what they did yesterday or the day before or 3 months ago. All right, regardless of whether you want to accept the change or not, these are the things that are bringing balance to people at the moment. See, the 8, which is balancing out skilled reward, right? Balancing out things, okay? Your mind and your heart. Sometimes when you get new downloads, you don't, or new ways of looking at things, and your intuitive gifts come in, your brain doesn't register them because reality is reality, right? So your brain doesn't really register them properly. So when you have released something negative for the day and you get a positive download for that night once you've gone to sleep, then there you go. I hope this helps. Hi, lady. How are you, Samara? Could I please have everything in the future baby's agenda? You're the high priestess, my love. Your intuition, and I think it's blue. Samara is beautiful. She's very, very intuitive. And you have the patience, my love. Consider this carefully before acting, right? But I think it's blue. I think it's a baby boy. I hope this helps, baby. Hi, Veronica. Do you see my 15-year-old? Why would they not be good? Let's see. I had the Empress fly out, love. I'm going to say that we have the Empress and the 4. So the Empress is lavish abundance, giving birth to dreams, nurturing yourself. So she needs to take care of herself a little bit, all right? The foundation for this is action. So it's a 7, like the 3, the Empress and the 4 equals 7. So this is a warning for you, all right? I believe that I'm not sure that they're going to be all bad. I don't believe that the blood tests are going to be all bad. So could you please keep me posted? I hope this helps you, sweetie. What's going on in my life at the moment? I days struggling with a lot, and yes, I have been sensing instinct-wise. Definitely, I've got chills. See? Can you see that? I have chills. So, light's being shed on your intuition, sweetheart. Absolutely. And light's also being shed on your dad. All right? He's guided. He is guided at the moment. And he's letting on, he knows a little bit more than what he's letting on, even though his mind might not be able to register it. But his dreams are pretty freaky at the moment as well. I dreamt of pink elephants last night, so trapped in two minds. Pink elephants running through Kmart. Pass. Although many years ago I did dream that dream when I was about 13 or 14. There were pink fluffy elephants in the bottom shelf of Kmart toy store, and they grew huge and they rampaged through Kmart Eagle Farm. Very bizarre, but I don't know what it means. Too much wine. No. But yeah, bizarre, right? I don't drink wine. I don't drink wine at all. Me too. Yeah. He knows a lot more, but it's hard for them sometimes. It's hard for people to express how they feel unless they have learned. Expressing how you feel is a learned behavior, right? So it's learned. It's like eating. It's a learnt behaviour. The opening hours of the shop are usually from about 10 until about 2, or 9:30 till about 2. Uniting. Okay, unity. We are at Flinders Street doing Friday sandwiches. Maybe your body needs not enough wine. I've got the wine-coloured shirt on. Maybe your body needs some more protein, honey. Friday sandwiches. That's class. I love it. But sometimes people don't know how to talk to each other, you know. This weekend, the 16th and 17th, Tracey and I are at Flinders Street. And luckily enough, if you're in town for St. Paddy's Day, drop in and get a reading if you want. That's kind of cool. We're leaving it with St. Paddy's Day. Thank you. She has been in a very bad place, and we are getting the best help. Yeah. See, the autoimmune disease, right? My body's kicked this into gear with me too. Now, that's just fallen out for you. So there's too much going on. All right. I have an autoimmune disease too, and my body's over the last 2 weeks was shutting down. Tomorrow, a couple of times on our TV turns off after midnight and sheds light around us. Do you know who? I'm going to say it's a female. And the reason they turn your TV off, it's not a poltergeist thing, but the reason they turn, yes, it is. Look at that, female. And she doesn't want to give it up, all right? So whether she was in the house beforehand, whether you've had a relative that has come in for a celebration, but she doesn't want to give up. It is a female. It is an older woman. And she is just trying to let you know that she's there, that she's watching you. All right, TV, she's watching you. If you're a bit afraid of her, you can get some white sage. All right, and all it is an incense. And you can ask her to go. You can ask the angel, especially Archangel Michael, to take her to the light. Okay. Now, be authoritative when you do that, but you can do that. Okay. But it is a female, and and she doesn't want to leave. All right, at the moment, because I think if you are having some dramas, hey Robin, if you are having some dramas at the moment emotionally, she might be telling you not to give up. Okay. And this is why the TV comes on. Any news about my blood test I had recently? Oh, will I not have diabetes? don't know whether that flipped over or not. We'll find out. Let me see some. I don't think you will, babe. I think it could have been gestational, but I don't think you will. I think it's a happy outcome. I hope this helps you, darling, because what's the bottom card? 10 and 10. Keep me posted, though, please. Definitely. Hey, Deb. Hi, Kim. You pulled the Lovers card for me the other day on Monday. Yeah. It's a love within yourself, my love. That's what it's for, and it's moving forward. You must balance, because I read your comment afterwards, and I went back along those through the video. Yes, I did. Now, the Lovers card, the love cards that I pulled out for you is your combination, your feeling about yourself. Okay, regardless of a partner, regardless of anybody else in your life, the cards that got pulled were regarding you and your balance between your head and your heart, the way you view yourself. You need to view yourself with a little bit more love and a little bit more forgiveness and a little bit more compassion, because you view everybody else with those traits, and you don't give enough to yourself. And that's what the meaning of those cards were. I hope this helps you and clarifies a little bit more for you. Autoimmune diseases are horrible. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Turns out so loud after midnight. She clearly doesn't want to go. She's clearly, are you upset at the moment? Have you got anything for you? I've got, all right, are we ready? These all fell on the floor, so I'll just reshuffle these for you, Robin. I know you're feeling a bit blue today, sweetheart. Balance out your life experience, all right? Balance is a nurturing thing, so step outside for a bit, go and sit in the grass. The cup's half full instead of half empty. Have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, sit on the porch, experience life for a little bit. Just try and release everything that just for 5 minutes, Robin, because you're wrapped up so much with everything at the moment. This is a massive life experience for you, which is a lesson. You need to slow down a little bit and nurture you. And what the things that are running away from you at the moment aren't really running away, or you believe that are running away aren't really running away. It's just your perception of them at the present moment. The 5 of Earth, which is gone, look, 5, 6. Okay, please go outside, please sit down in the dirt, please shut your eyes and take 5 minutes, just block everything else out and listen to the sound of the birds, listen to the sound of the trees, listen to the sound of the wind blowing, all right? And breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, and just experience, live in the moment just for 10 minutes. All right, calm your body down and then take on that problem again. Yes, Deb, you do. Very much so. And everybody does. I hope this helps you, Robin. Hi, Chantel. Hello. You're interested if you pick anything up on me right now. All right. You planted seeds for a happier time in your life at the moment. You need to nurture them, which means you need to nurture yourself a little bit. Every seed that gets planted, sweetheart, needs to be watered, otherwise the plant won't grow. We are the same. You're feeling a bit distant from people at the moment, and that is because a few things are happening that are behind the scenes. Now, behind the scenes are things that you're not going to know about until it's divine timing, as the ace just fell out. Everything happens for a reason, sweetheart. So if you're feeling down and a bit disheartened, please try and find something to pick yourself up with. Please try and find something to, or some hobby or some interest. Go to the movies, have a cup of coffee with a friend, go out to dinner, make yourself a beautiful dinner, buy yourself some flowers. Just go and get a manicure. Do something lovely for yourself to bring in a bit of balance. You must nurture and water your seeds that you have planted, and your intentions and your wishes. You must nurture them. You must go after them. And even though it's hard, sometimes you've just got to buckle down and go, okay, it's me time. Does that make sense? Good girl. Just me time. Hi, Marsha. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, I have two that's flipped, love. One is the King of Fire, which is a very powerful action card. And the other is the Chariot, which is also an action card. The bottom of the deck is the Page. So maybe the past is coming back at the moment. Maybe things from the past have started to resurface. You need to focus and communicate. Be motivated to focus and communicate properly your intentions, okay? I would, if you have a vision at the moment, communicate that properly, all right? Communicate where you need to go, what you want to do about it, because this is moving forward. And the Page of Air is news that's maybe a little tactless when it's being brought across. So you might need to watch that. It might also be a young air sign that does it. But you need to be logical and honest, motivated, and take action to move your focus on a situation. I hope this resonates with you, if that makes any sense. Hi, Chantel. Thank you, sweetheart. Sometimes they scare me too, right? Oh, honey, that's beautiful. We have the Knight of Water, which is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, right? Falling in love with proposals. Need for balance. You need to balance your emotions a little bit, okay? And there you go, it's an anniversary, so it's an invitation to a social event. Don't be trapped. You're in two minds. Maybe you're in two minds of what you need to do about it. Enjoy it, right? Enjoy it. Hi, Tazzy. How are you? I hope you're well. Lots of people at the moment. Oh, look at that. I have an upside down card. I don't know which one it was now. We'll find it, I suppose. I don't read upside down cards very often. Tazzy, I've just pulled six cards. I've just pulled 4 cards for you. And it's the Six of Water. So you're reminiscing about past events. Okay? The Ace. And you need to be truthful about what happened in the past. Move forward. Be dedicated and loyal. Okay? It's slow moving, but it is moving forward. All right, it's time to buckle down and get things done. And the Five of Earth has come out as well. So surrender all your fears to money, about money, because things are coming into fruition. They are coming full circle at the moment. I hope this helps you, sweetheart. Oops. Hi, RuPaul. Thank you for joining us today. Oops. Whoops. There's lots of cards fell for you, my friend. Lots of them. I'm going to say balance is coming. Okay, because this is the Six of Earth. It's the Six of Pentacles, which is gifts of money, effort, new career. All right. you're trapped a little bit in your head. Please come out of that, because it's self-sabotaging. Okay? And the Two of Fire is the choice. So you're making a choice to come out of self-sabotage and find something that fulfills you a little bit, which is a new career. Okay? New section of your job, new way of looking at things in your career at the present moment. I hope this helps you, sweet. A lot of things have happened. Hi, Deb. I knew within myself that I had to start putting myself first. Very much so. I'm strong, and I will go through this opportunity to hurt and positive move forward for myself and my children. Thank you very much for your guidance. Sweetheart, you've got it. For you to be a beautiful parent, you need to be a beautiful person to you. And then everything falls in line. You're more than welcome, Marsha. I love your photo. That's beautiful. Everything else, you're more than welcome, honey. Everything else will fall into line. Once you view yourself as the provider, a beautiful person, a beautiful woman, once you start viewing yourself as these things, you're more than welcome. You start to turn the tables, all right? They're affirmations. Sometimes we just need a little bit of pointing in the right direction to get that. Hi, Veronica. Any messages for me now, please? Let's see what we have for Veronica. Sorry. Veronica, the Ace of Fire fell out. So it's a brand new opportunity is coming in at the moment to change your life. Okay. Oh, check that out. Look at that. It goes 1, 2, 3. Okay. Things are moving forward. You need to continue. You've got things happening with yourself at the moment. You're in two minds. You need to build the connection with yourself. You need to make a choice to do this. Things look really, really good for you at the moment. You've got an exciting new opportunity. It could be a partnership with either yourself or somebody else, okay? And this is abundance. This is making the decision to have a good life. This is making the decision to make long-term plans, to go after what you want, which is, yet again, planting seeds and nurturing them and watering them, all right? Positive resolution to, I get that word wrong all the time, positive resolution to conflict, all right? So it's moving forward, sweetie, and even though it's an emotional action, see how we have the water and we have the 2 action cards. So it's an emotional action. It's fire in your belly. You need to move forward, do something about it. I hope this helps you, sweetheart. Huge changes. Yes, massive. Deb, your kids and yourself are more important. All right? See, happy outcomes. 10 of Pentacles. Happy home lives. You have to nurture yourself a lot before you can nurture other people. Because sometimes, when you have the flu, right? You have the flu and then it just dissipates. But you feel like crap. Sorry, Roy. You feel like crap. And you feel unwell, you don't want to get out of bed, etc., but you've just got to pick yourself up, put your pants on and head out, right? Sometimes we give care more to other people than we do to ourselves, most times. And if you saw somebody struggling, you'd help them. Hi, Michelle. Why do I feel lost in my relationship, like I'm not meant to be where I am? Well, that could be a lot of different reasons, my love. Do you have the questions that I would be asking myself is, do you have that right communication? Are things being fulfilled? Could you fix, could you stir up those emotions and maybe have a conversation, sit and have a cup of coffee and talk about it, talk it through, open up lines of communication. Maybe you're both feeling the same. You need to be honest with yourself. Sometimes in a relationship, it's not like just putting on a pair of pants and you can wear them for 20 years. A relationship is hard and it needs to be worked at. And when there's only one person that's working at it, it's kind of hard. You might as well talk to the wall. This is in my opinion. I'm a talker, as you can tell, and I can't handle silence. So I would prefer to sit down and try and aspirate all parts of my relationship before I move away from it or before I give up on it. And you need that loyalty and dedication to yourself, loyalty and dedication to the relationship entitles you to have a sit down and have a conversation about it. It says at the bottom, know your commitments, right? Have time to buckle down for yourself and take the time, take the action to bring in what you believe is a burden. You need to discuss them, all right? These things, ask for advice from other people. So open up communication, honey. Try that and see how you grow from there. Keep me posted. I hope things get improved for you, sweetheart. Sometimes we just feel lost, right? Every relationship takes work, and it takes respect, and it takes being proud. You're more than welcome, Veronica. And sometimes if you're not quite on the same page, that is what I do. I've given care to others all my life. Yeah. And now it's time for you to start nurturing you. And it's not meaning being rude and, oh, honey. Only you can decide that. Only you can decide that. Okay? A tarot reader cannot decide that. I will give you some guidance. There's the number 24. Okay? It is the end of this is the cards that I've pulled for you. All right? End of a difficult situation, embrace life's changes. Okay? Happy family. And the 4, which is keeping things close to your chest is not the way to sort it out. Okay, you both, and again, you both need to open up communication. You both need to talk about it because you're both not opening up to have this. Now, if it's 24 years, if it's 24 months that this has been going on for, then it needs to come to an end. I would let everything out. I would let everything off my chest, everything that's been pent up, resented upon, argued over, etc., etc. It's not dragging crap up from the past. It is viewing the past to see what can be fixed in the future. There are a lot of things to a marriage and a lot of things to a relationship that if it's only one-sided, then you can't really do it. Okay? You can't really have a football game with one person. You got to have lots of people. All right? And lots of people make a team. 2 people make a team. You must be on the same page with your partner. It would be really cool if you could like and share this amongst your friends. I hope this helps you, sweetie. But yeah, feels like I'm getting pulled away. You might well be. Because sometimes when you become spiritually enlightened, sometimes the wheel starts to fall. We've all heard of the Wheel of Fortune. It starts to turn. Hello, Sharon. It starts to turn, and then people that no longer resonate with you fall off that wheel, or habits, etc., etc. Like I discussed at the beginning, habits, behavioral patterns, past patterns that you have made for yourself, the way you view yourself, all these behaviors will start to turn. You're more than welcome, honey, more than welcome. But all these things start to turn, and then people just, they no longer resonate with you anymore. And I know that sounds horrible, and it just, sometimes it's just the way it happens, because you're no longer ready to take care of their stuff anymore. I'm not going to tolerate that from you. Do you know, does that make sense? Like, some behaviors you're just not going to tolerate from other people, as well as you're not going to tolerate them from yourself. Okay? It's like giving up smoking. It's like giving up drinking. It's like giving up anything. Okay? It's a slow process. But behaviors will come to an end eventually, because you're growing up. And I know from an adult's point of view, I'm 45, right? I'm growing up. And being intuitive, first time listening to you, is it the relationship reading? No, sweetie, I can give you a relationship reading if you like. I'm talking about things that I've spoke about on past Wednesdays. Can you send my eldest son? Can you see my eldest son? He's trapped in his head, and he's not going to move forward unless he gets out of it. It's a self-made prison, okay? It's a self-made prison. It means the illusion of being trapped, okay? So even though it is very, very scary, this is what we talked about before, it's self-perception on whether he can do it for himself or not. And sometimes, yeah, see, he's stuck. It's the Two of Fire. He will come into his own, but he needs to make that decision. He needs to put it into action, be truthful with himself, and see what's holding him back, why it's holding him back, and then move forward. Put it to bed and move forward. I do see him doing that, but he needs to see himself as being worthy enough of moving forward. Okay. Your son's a bit of a dreamer, honey, but I see him coming back into his own. Okay, it's a leap of faith. This is the Fool card in the normal tarot deck. It's a leap of faith. Follow your dreams, but he's a dreamer. All right, I see victory. The 6 is victory. Good news is on the way. Public recognition or awards. Okay, so public recognition doesn't mean that you're going to be front news of the newspaper. It means that public recognition can be family recognition, self-recognition, patting yourself on the back. Just went outside. It's amazing sound you can hear. I know, you've just given me goosebumps, Robin. It's an amazing thing that you can hear. When you quiet your mind down and you just listen, there is a book called Cartouche, right? And they're fairy Eiffels, and they're these little grey creatures with these massive eyes, and this blind snake comes in and quietens them down because they're so tired, they run into each other, they have arguments with each other, and all the rest of it's kids' books, my favourite one. Anyway, they have arguments with each other and all the rest of it, and this blind snake comes in and she sits on the mushroom and she tells them to quiet their mind down and hear the sounds of the night, hear the sounds of the forest. And they finally go to sleep and they hear things and they're different. Hello, Carol. Can you see an improvement in my relationship, please? Let me see what I've got. The Empress has just flown and 2 more cards. Wow. All right, honey, I have 3 and 8 is 11 and 11. All right, now this is an activation number for you. Activation number. Okay, your downloads are going to start coming through in dreams. Your intuition is going to start kicking in. You may start seeing spirit. Now, the Empress is a divine feminine number. which is a 3. Okay, the divine feminine. Now, everybody has male and masculine and feminine. The left side is feminine. The male is the right? You need strength to bring balance. All right, strengthen out your emotions. Try and bring your female in and be less masculine. All right, so if you're not crying when you need to, then it could heighten your masculine side a little bit. Masculines and feminines need to cry to release. It's purging. That's what it's called. And it is okay for you to do that. Your activations are going to come in very, very shortly with 1111 coming out. If you would like to know more about that, give us a buzz. All right, I can help you out with that. Hi, Sharon. Do I need to ask a question, or can you see anything for me? Let's go, Sharon. Hey, let's see. I have the Ace, the 8 of water, the 4 of fire, and the Ace. They all fell out for you. The Ace of Pentacles is rewarding work well done. Okay, inflow of abundance. Now, abundance can be love, it can be materialistic stuff, it can be money, it can be whatever you think it is. Glass is half full. The 4 is a foundation number, so it's an action number. So you've got earth, fire, and water. So you have maturity, action, and emotion. All right, so these things are all wrapped up into one. So you have a commitment to build a foundation, all right, especially financially. And the 8 of water is moving forward in search of that, right? Leaving what no longer resonates behind, the desire to move on, searching for something new, meaningful, spiritual, etc. I hope this helps you, darling. Hi, Shirley. Do you see my daughter getting pregnant soon? The 8 of Earth just flew out and it said skilled work rewarded. Oops. So yes, I do. Yes, I do, sweetheart. Very much so. Sorry, my voice is going. Yes, I do. And the Knight's at the bottom, as well as the Empress. So, and the Empress is all about giving birth. So yes, I do, sweetheart. And I believe it's a boy. I could fall asleep out there. That's not a good idea. It's 5 foot 6. That would be a very good idea. Not at all, honey. But I'm glad that you took the time for yourself and went outside and put your feet in the grass and listened. Maybe I like to do that at least once a day. I have a massive wisteria tree that I can sit under, and I just like to sit there and get the dogs to go away and just sit. You're more than welcome, Carol. I do get peace and quiet once my cat is outside because she sits and meows at the door. Thank you, Kym. You are. My son is sitting next to me and he's opened up to me about things. I'm very, very happy. Secrets, little boy. Make sure that you give your intentions out properly, truthfully. Thank you. It does. Moving out to the beach. Stand up for yourself. Pick battles. That's what I would do, Sharon. And I think taking the action to move is the best way to go. I really do. Move forward. Hi, Jody. I was wondering, do you see? Yes, that were the 3 that fell out, just as your question was being asked, which is the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Earth, which is an offering. So it's a job offering. Good news about it, and unity. So I think they're both coming together on the same page. Okay. Positive change is coming thanks to the Wheel of Fortune. as we were talking about earlier this morning. Good news about financial matters are coming forward. Okay, they might be slow and they might be just little bits, but they are coming forward. And they are on the same page. They are going to go and get a job. And fingers crossed, it's together. Like, not in the same place, but they get a job at the same time. I hope this helps. Hey, Maker, can I have some guidance for my career? Certainly, sweetheart. See how I go. Can we have some guidance, please? It's the Four of Earth, which means that you're holding too much close to your chest. You've got good business decisions to make, okay? It says good business decisions giving to those less fortunate, okay? Don't be too cautious. Don't be too worried. You are moving forward, all right? It's emotional, but you are moving forward. It is a social event. You may meet somebody at a social event that will give you a job, or that you connect with to earn a little bit of extra money on the side. I don't see a lot of extra money, but I do see a little bit of extra money on the side, which will it'll keep you going for the time being. Keep me posted, please. Sorry, I'm losing my voice again. Good, Shirley. I'm glad that. I have to watch later. I lost connection. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. What? Going within, Shirley. Time to meditate, self-discovery. You're very intuitive. Follow your gut feeling, honey. Follow it and see how you go from there. Don't forget this weekend, the 16th and 17th, if you'd like to book a reading, we're at Flinders Street. We do Reiki in the shop. Hi, Kirsten. We do Reiki in the shop. We do meditation classes on a Tuesday and a Wednesday night. Tuesday nights are booked at the moment. Wednesday nights is open. Please like and share through Facebook if any of this has resonated with you this morning. At the end of the month, we're going to Nuri, and so we'll be up there. Can anyone ask for a reading? Of course they can. Here we go. The King of Water, a trustworthy, compassionate person. Respected. You're emotional at the moment. Open your heart and mind to those around you. All right. Be a little bit more forthcoming. Okay. Treat others as you would treat yourself, my love. There is some conflict happening at the moment. Maybe you're afraid to come towards a situation. But you need to be honest. Maybe it's a situation to do with a male, but you need to be honest. You are the woman. The Empress has come out a lot today. So it is an emotional time for everybody. The past brings up some horrible, horrible issues. My back is giving me issues. I'm a shit. So I'm confused about what to do. You need to nurture yourself a little bit, sweet. You really, really do. I would try very, very hard. Have you tried different shoes? I know this is just, you probably have. Good morning, Jackie. You probably have tried different shoes and stuff, but maybe get some mats and stuff down in your kitchen. I don't know. You might be able to talk to your boss about that. Let's see what we have for Jackie this morning. Take the top three. The Magician, release, and the Two of Pentacles. The Magician, release, and the Two of Pentacles. Do you feel that you've got some stuff going on at the moment, honey, that you're juggling with? You're ready. You have the resources to manifest. Life is magical. All right. Release what no longer serves you. It's time to move on. Stop juggling. Stop having too much going on. Make a decision and move forward. Consider a playful approach to whatever decision that you're making at the moment, honey. I hope this helps. Sorry about my voice this morning, guys. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to get better as fast as I can. I live with chronic pain as well, sweetie, and it's really, really hard to move forward. It's really hard to move on, but you need to try and find ways. You're more than welcome, Deb. You need to try and find ways to promote you being comfortable. I've had to give up eating certain foods, etc., to settle down my autoimmune disease, and it can go on a bit later. But chronic pain is something that I've lived with for most of my life too, and I've had to learn how to manage it, which also means letting go of old behaviours to bring in the new, so you're not in so much pain. I hope this helps you guys. We're at Nuri on the 30th and the 31st, and this weekend hope to see you at Flinders Street. If not, have an awesome St. Paddy's Day on Sunday, and have a good weekend, guys. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good week. I'll post my the shop tarot read very shortly up on the Oracle group.